All right, I'm going to take you guys fully through what I saw yesterday. We're going to have a discussion about it. We have Hiwakon, dude's got 5 skins in the game. It's very impressive. You know, having any skins in the game is impressive. He has 5. He is calling out Ryukin, who I believe has 3 in the game. He doesn't say it on his X, but I'm pretty sure he has 3 in the game. Let's get into the call out. Hiwakon to Ryukin says, "Did you really think blocking me on Steam would silence me? It won't. There have been ongoing discussions about AI being used in your work. Instead of quietly improving your skills, especially with only 2 royalty earning accepted skins." Oh, one's in the train collection, so that's not royalty earning, I guess. That makes sense. Anyway, sorry. "I'm all for fair competition and genuine skill. You can fool yourself, but you won't fool everyone else. Creators like this damage the reputation of the CS workshop because aspiring artists see the work of accepted creators and think if he can do that, then so can we. Instead of responding to my comment, you chose to delete it and block me. Everyone can draw their own conclusions. At Counter-Strike, please be careful with creators like this. Thank you for reading. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments." And now, here is the proof. This is what he's showing as, this is why this guy's using AI. He puts his comments, and where I guess Ryukin privated his profile and deleted his comments. "Brother, if you think tracing over AI generated artwork will fool everyone, you're deeply mistaken. Don't fool yourself." That's the one he deleted. He's claiming he deleted. And then he shows here a couple of highlighted images of this M4 as what he believes is AI traced artwork. I don't get it. That's my hot take. I look at these pictures and it doesn't give AI to me. It just looks like stylized kind of painting to me. And I said that somewhere in here. I commented and was like, I don't get it. And to be clear, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not a workshop artist at all. And I also am not an expert on AI at all. So like, I am doing this because I want to generate a discussion in the comments with you guys. What do you think when you look at this? Maybe it's screaming something to you that I'm not seeing, and it's kind of why I'm wanting to bring it up in front of everybody so we can talk about that. But to me, this literally means nothing. Like, I don't understand why this means that he definitely traced over AI. That seems impossible to prove anyways to me a little bit. With AI, I expect to see like weird artifacting, but if he was tracing it, he wouldn't carry over that artifacting. So it seems really hard to prove. And also the fact that we're coming out with a little bit of a half-baked accusation, and you're calling out, you're raising your hand and getting the teacher involved. You've added Counter-Strike and are like telling them they need to watch this guy and stuff. I don't know. That's pretty serious, man. That's who's cutting the checks to everybody. But we'll get into the replies now. Ryukin responds. He shows some of his concept art, I guess you would call this, or the line art he did before he like applied it to the skin, whatever. This is nice. I don't think it necessarily proves innocence or anything, you know, because like he's saying he traced it from AI. These are completed drawings. And, you know, maybe he doesn't have pictures of it being created. I think that's totally valid to not, and this is all he could do. So he sends that, and Hiwakon says, "Nice pipeline." Yukin says, "I get why you think that, but not everyone follows the same pipelines. I suck at drawing, and that's why I prefer playing around with vectors instead of drawing lines. I do what I can to improve my work, but trust me, I don't steal. So that's why you blocked me on Steam and deleted my comment. I'm truly sorry I did that. I have so much respect for you as an artist, and that was a childish move of me, but the comment really made me upset and disappointed." That's a very realistic answer. Let's put ourselves in his shoes. Even if you're looking at this and you do think it's AI, imagine you're Ryukin and it's not. It's not. It's just something you made, and you've got this guy coming out of the blue and accusing you of this. I think it's pretty valid to delete his comment and just like, I don't want that negative energy here. I didn't do that. I don't even want to address it. I'm just going to destroy this and move on. I think that's fine. Can you provide proof that you actually created these artworks yourself and that they weren't generated using AI? Also, why do you delete the post with the snakes where you hid the layers? The scales there are clearly AI generated. You also have a post with a terrible sculpt where, as an artist, it should be obvious that you know how bad the anatomy is. So we're saying these scales are AI generated here. Again, I cannot really speak to that. That doesn't mean a ton to me. In some areas, the snake looks like it was simply traced over. See, whoa, what is this? Sculpting characters is one of the most fun and rewarding parts of game development. This one's a tribute to the legendary Lara Croft with Angelina Jolie's likeness, made in ZBrush. Still refining, but loving the journey so far. I don't understand what that has to do with AI. Sources will provide more information, but the free ones differ in that most of it's AI that's been modified by humans. Think for yourself, decide what you... This is... Okay, so someone's fed it into AI, and AI's like, we did this. This doesn't mean a ton to me either. I also don't speak Russian. I can't really tell what this says, and I don't care enough to, because I think feeding it into AI is not necessarily... you know, you're using AI to prove that AI is being used. I don't know. I mean, that might be what it comes to. Because, like, again, this just seems impossible to prove otherwise. Just to be clear, I have talked to Ryukin before. He seemed incredibly nice, incredibly humble. I think the other guy comes off as like a bit of an ass. You know, he's dinging people for like, you only have 2 earning skins in the game, and I have 5. Like, I don't know. That comes off pretty bad to me. That instantly makes me not want to be on your side. But again, I really can't say with this one. I don't know. That's why I'm bringing it up to you guys. I wanted to have the discussion. Do you think this is AI? Do you think that it's clearly not? Let's talk about it. I'd be curious to know. I will link this if you want to come look at these comments. It's a little back and forth. There's some other contributors that do believe he uses AI. And then there are just as many people. There's actually probably way more that are like, dude, you're a crazy person. Why'd you accuse him of this? So it really could go either way. So I meant to put this on the main post, but it is what it is. Said, I don't understand how this is proof of anything. Also, could you point us to the ongoing discussions of him using AI? Because he referenced that those were a thing. Because I wanted to read them and like see more examples and stuff. I haven't talked to Ryukin in a very long time, but I found him to be incredibly humble for a creator with skins in the game. So this is very upsetting to see. He responds, it's impossible to prove 100%, but can definitely notice the pattern in someone's actions. Why delete my Steam comments and block me? I went over that. Why spend time explaining yourself, making excuses, and try to convince people? You can just simply show your pipeline and shut me up. It's exactly what I would do, but then again, there have been rumors or discussions like this surrounding my name. You know what I mean? Again, my main concern with it is it doesn't feel like there was proof. It doesn't feel like there was definitive proof. I think what Ryukin could have done a little better here is posted this as more of a discussion. You could even say you deleted your comment, whatever. I think the overstep, getting Valve and raising your hand and being like, teacher, that was too far. You shouldn't have done that. You should have just said, hey guys, here's this guy on the workshop. I think he's using AI. Here's why. I probably would have provided some more examples. Somebody in the comments kind of did that for him, but let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna shut up. I could keep going, you know I could, but this is an interesting conversation. And again, don't go fucking bother any of these people. If you want to get involved in the discussion, even if you want to come to X and maybe you have evidence that it is AI and you want to share that, or maybe you have proof that it's not and you want to share that, do that. But like, there's just no point in attacking people. Like, again, I told y'all, I think I'm on Ryukin's side with this one, but I still tried to be like super passive. And I did also say in here somewhere, I think, that I was like, dude, I don't know too. Yeah, I was like, definitely not an expert on AI nor an artist, so I'd love if anyone could provide some extra input or other examples. To me, it just looks very stylized, but I don't know. Like, again, I'm disagreeing with Iwakon here, but we're just having a good discussion. You know, I'm not being like, I hate you. Like, you know, I do disagree with what he did. I don't think he went about it the right way, but we can still, you know, have a meaningful discussion and not just like call each other names and stuff. And I think that's cool. Hey guys, getting this edited as quickly as possible. This is going to be one that probably gets deleted. Just kind of wanted it as a marker for like, hey, let's talk about this. Come in here, let's share our ideas and kind of discuss this. But when I was thinking about that, I think what I might do is go live on Twitch. So if you're seeing this video right now, pretty soon after it came out, probably still live on Twitch if you want to come actually talk to me about it. That's the whole reason I'm going live. I don't even know that I'm going to play CS. I kind of want to play TF2 if I'm being honest, but I mean, I'll do whatever. We'll see. And you can just come talk to me about it. Let me know in real time how you're feeling about this, whatever. And I would love to hear from you. Also, I haven't streamed in probably a year or 2 years, something like that. So you'll probably have my full attention as you'll be the only one in my chat. But I will see you guys there if you want to come hang out, talk for a minute, whatever. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.